So many things we have to complete. Casting is done. Forging video I have shown. Now let me present my screen. Forging is nothing but you are heating the raw material, and then in the heated condition you are giving the shape, or in the heated condition you are forming the metal or forming the component. So I hope the screen is visible. Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the definition of forging. Actually, yesterday I was in bad shape. I was not feeling well, so I had to wind up a bit earlier. Now at least somewhat better. So it is defined as the plastic deformation of metal into predetermined shapes, and we apply some pressure or we apply impact blows or both. And one more thing is that it is in heated condition. Is in heated condition. Not all the material can be forged. So that is the property of the material. Like if you talk about cast iron, if you ask me, sir, cast iron को forge कीजिए, so it is not possible. Cast iron cannot be forged. It is very brittle. Brittle, you understand that glass, कांच, कांच क्या है? ब्रिटल है. ब्रिटल का मतलब इट ब्रेक्स इजीली, मतलब अगर गिराएंगे तो टुकड़ा हो जाएगा. कोयला ले लो, कोल, इट्स ब्रिटल. चॉक, इट्स ब्रिटल. सेम थिंग अगर आप एसएस का रॉड लेते हैं या प्लास्टिक रॉड लेते हैं, इट इज नॉट ब्रिटल. इफ इट फॉल्स डाउन इट विल नॉट break. So cast iron, suppose if you hammer it, even if you apply a small blow, it's going to break. So cast iron cannot be forged. There is no way that cast iron can be forged. It's impossible to forge the cast iron. And this property is called as forgeability. Forgeability matlab it is the ease with which the material can be deformed or material can be forged without cracking. So you have to select the material accordingly. The material which can be forged, that only you have to select. If I talk about, if I compare aluminium, magnesium and titanium, then forgeability of aluminium and magnesium is better than titanium. Aluminum and magnesium can be forged easily than titanium. Still, all steels can be forged easily. Whether you talk about low carbon steel, medium carbon steel, high carbon steel. But remember, more the carbon percentage, more it is dangerous for the forging, because as the carbon percentage increases, the material becomes brittle. The material becomes brittle. Generally, we limit the carbon percentage up to 0.5% or up to 0.6%. Cast iron, it has carbon percentage around 2.7%. Diamond, it has the highest carbon percent. So diamond, to you have to handle like a newborn baby very very carefully because it's going to break very easily. It's nothing but a carbon, coal, carbon. So as the carbon percentage increases, it is more and more susceptible to the crack or to the breakage. So we say material having carbon percentage up to 0.4% can be forged easily. Comparatively, forging is better than casting because you get a good finish on the surface as well as you get better tolerances, closer tolerances than casting. So forging is preferred for better surface finishes and closer tolerances. Forging also improves the fatigue strength of the component. So that's why all the crankshafts, connecting rod, that is basically the rotating parts, they are normally forged so that their strength increases. इसका जो strength है वो increase होता है. This is what happens to the grain grain structure. If the component is machined, then you get a good flow of grain. Whereas in a forged component, you get grain structure which flows radially outwards from the center to the periphery. These are the types of the forging processes. Based on the temperature, they are classified as cold forging, little higher temperature, warm forging, still higher forging, still higher temperature, it is hot forging. Thixo forging is not practical. These are the different operations which can be done in forging. Extrusion. Extrusion matlab, like if you want to make tubes or if you want to make a pipes, they are called as the extrusion. Coining matlab to make coins, rupees 1 coin, rupees 2 coins. So for that you need to have a die and you need to have a blanks, and these blanks are called as preform. Remember, this is important for MCQ. These are called as the preforms. Preform will be nothing but a blank from which coin is made. This blank is placed in the die of course after heating, and then it is formed to the shape, size, that is diameter, thickness, and whatever details on the face, logo bolo, picture, everything. Then rolling, you have seen the video yesterday. Punching. So there is a difference between punching and blanking. ब्लैंकिंग मतलब हम लोग जो घर में जो पूरी बनाते हैं, पूरी, उसको बोलते हैं ब्लैंक। और जो पूरी हम लोग जो आटे से काटते हैं, आटे से हम लोग क्या करते हैं, पहला एक चपाती जैसा बड़ा राउंड बनाते हैं और उसमें से हम लोग वाटी लेके पूरी काटते हैं और फिर उसको पैन में डाल के फ्राई करते हैं। तो वो जो पूरी है उसको हम लोग ब्लैंक बोलते हैं। और जो अभी पूरी काटा तो वहाँ पे जो हॉलो क्रिएट हो गया बिगर राउंड में, उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं पंचिंग। पंचिंग मतलब होल। सेम थिंग लाइक हम लोग जो लेडीज जो फोरहेड्स के ऊपर बिंदिया लगाते हैं, बिंदिया, आजकल लेडीज नहीं लगाते हैं बिंदिया, लेकिन स्टिल our tradition, our culture is to put bindi on the forehead. Yeah. It has a scientific reason. So that bindiya is nothing but a blank. That is for the blanking. Okay. So this punching blanking can be done in hot condition, that is for the forging, or in cold condition, normal temperature. So that is for the sheet metal operation or press operation. Then heading. Heading is nothing but formation of the heads on the rivets. On the basis of die, it can be classified as open die forging, where the dies are open, closed die forging, and upset forging. In closed die, the component is placed or the blank is placed and the dies are closed. Upset is a kind of a manual forging. On the basis of machine, it can be classified as hammer forging. जो forging press है, see it is also a press, kind of a press only, like our sheet metal जो press है वो खाली उसमें हम लोग नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर को करते हैं, यहाँ पे कंपोनेंट को गर्म करते हैं। सो forging का जो प्रेस है जनरली इट इज कॉल्ड द हैमर। So when you say hammer, that means it should immediately click to you that the temperature will be more. It is also termed as a press forging. Generally, the difference between hammer forging and press forging is that hammer में the tonnage is more, 1,000 ton, 2,000 ton, 3,000 ton, like that. Whereas in press forging, the tonnage is less. And ring rolling is basically which is used for forging of the ring. So the load which is applied is either a impact load or a gradual load in forging, but most of the time it is impact load. So that's why जो forging design रहता है वहाँ पे you have to consider the impact strength of the component. So as I told, based on the flow, it is, or based on the die, it is classified under open die forging, closed die forging, flashless forging. Flashless forgings are more accurate. This is what is your open die forging is. Have a close look. Excuse me. So this is a hammer. This is a material, and this red hot material is called as the billet. This is an example. Normally in press, the upper portion is called as the punch and the lower portion is called as the die. So this is held in a tong and the component is resting on the flat die, and then niche se with the help of a foot switch the operator will control the stroke of the flat punch. So this is risky. It is manually. There are many factors. Accidents can occur. First thing is that you have to hold the tong properly. एक हाथ से टोंग पकड़ने का है, फिर और बोथ द हैंड से टोंग पकड़ सकते हैं. देन नीचे फुट से आपको हैमर है वो ऑपरेट करना है. बाई चांस अगर टोंग में से फिसल जाता है कंपोनेंट तो गया काम से. मेनी टाइम्स हम लोग का भी फिसल जाते हैं, मालूम है ना. अगर गैस का चूल्हे के ऊपर हम लोग बर्तन चाय का रखा है और टोंग से अगर इफ़ यू आर नॉट होल्डिंग प्रॉपरली, स्पेशली इफ़ आपका जो बर्तन है इफ़ इट इज़ नॉट फ्लैट, अगर फ्लैट नहीं है, कभी कभी बर्तन ऐसा रेडियस रहता है, कव रहते हैं ऊपर का पोर्शन. ऑलवेज यूज फ्लैट यूटेंसिल सो दैट यू कैन होल्ड इट प्रॉपरली विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ टोंग. अगर फ्लैट नहीं रहते, फैंसी शेप रहते, तो होल्ड नहीं बराबर होता है और हड़ी बड़ी में हम लोग जल्दी रहते हैं. बॉम्बे का लाइफ, कभी मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स वो टोंग में से निकल जाता है और गरम गरम चाय का प्रसाद मिलता है. The same thing here, but here it can be fatal because the temperatures are very high. So that was your open die forging, जिसमें कि component is open. That's why it is called the open die forging. And closed die forging में component is closed, you don't see. So that's a closed die forging. Upsetting is nothing but a simple type of open die forging which is called as the upsetting. So that operation, this operation is called as the upsetting. So देखिए अभी वर्कपीस is hold between die and punch, and it is compressed. So this is an example of the upset. This is a billet which is kept between two flat dies, and this is the formation of the barreling. These are again different operation in, that is fullering and aging. All this comes under open die forging. Remember, there should not be any confusion. Open die forging is a type, and in open die forging there are different operations like upsetting, fullering, and aging. Something like if I say OD turning, uh, or if I say turning, so turning is a type. उसमें outside diameter turning is an operation. Facing is an operation. Chamfering is an operation. Grooving is an operation. Knurling is an operation. Threading is an operation. All this comes under turning. So same thing, open die forging के अंदर you have different operations, like मैंने बताया chamfering, tapering, knurling. So that way you have upsetting, fullering, aging. So this is your fullering operation. And look at the punch, how the punch is. So this is a workpiece, and this is what is your fullering die. So you are creating a concavity in the workpiece with the help of a convex shaped die or punch. This is a fullering and this is aging. Aging is nothing but a kind of a bulging. So here this is concave and here this is convex. So for this you use convex punch, and for this you use concave punch. So aging also comes under the category of open die forging. So the material has to flow properly plastically. Cogging, like I said, chamfering, tapering, parting off, grooving, different operations. The same is fogging. That also comes under the open die forging. So जिसमें कि हम लोग वर्कपीस का थिकनेस कम करते हैं. अगर थिकनेस कम होता है तो ऑब्वियसली उसका लेंथ है वो बढ़ेगा. This is your closed die forging. Closed die forging is like your injection molding, blow molding, die casting. Same. except here injection molding is for the plastic, die casting is for the aluminum low melting point alloys, whereas closed die forging mein we are heating the component and then manually it is placed और फिर डाइज इज क्लोज एंड जो भी शेप डाई को है दैट शेप इज गिवन टू द component when both the dies are closed. Then आपको अपर डाई को उठाना है और फिर component को निकालना है. Component can be either removed manually with precautions because it is very hot, means you have to have gloves or you have to use long tongs. Sometimes if the component is large enough, then you have to have two peoples together so that the component can be lifted with the help of the two tongs. Or the component removal can be automatic also. That is called the automatic ejection. So here this is a component. Some extra material which flows here. This is the parting line. Parting line मतलब जहाँ पे आपका both the half of the die meets, closes, that is your parting line, and that parting line has to be very simple and preferably it should be in a straight horizontal line. It should not be zigzag, taper, so that your die design becomes easy. तो ये आपका पार्टिंग लाइन है यहाँ पे, और जो एक्स्ट्रा मटेरियल है विच फ्लोज इन स्मॉल कैविटी, दैट एक्स्ट्रा मटेरियल इज कॉल्ड द फ्लैश, एंड दिस फ्लैश हैज टू बी रिमूव्ड लेटर ऑन. ये फ्लैश है उसको हम लोग यहाँ से काटते हैं. इट कैन बी रिमूव्ड इजीली. Later on it has to be removed, and this flash which flows inside a cavity, that cavity is called the gutter. MCQ के लिए important gutter. So flash is an extra unwanted piece which has to be detached. So you have a billet, ये closed die forging का फ्लो चार्ट है. देन उससे हम लोग ब्लैंक बनाते हैं. यू कैन हैव रफ फोर्जिंग, देन यू कैन हैव फिनिश फोर्जिंग, देन यू कैन हैव ट्रिमिंग, बिकॉज एज आई सेड फोर्जिंग कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर accurate components, closer tolerances. So post operations like machining is not required. Even hollow forgings can be produced. Hollow holes, bores can be produced. Mahindra, so they have started manufacturing gears by the process of forging, and no machining is done on the forged gear. Directly they are used, so they are directly finished to the tolerances. Gears, spur gears, even helical gears which are used in their gearboxes in their product Bolero or all other things, gearboxes, constant mesh gearbox and synchro mesh gearbox. So spur gears and helical gears, Mahindra, they are manufacturing by forging. So that has reduced the cost of the gear like anything, because helical gear manufacturing, crown gear manufacturing by gear generating process is comparatively expensive than forging. Some defects, forging defects, like unfilled section, that is, material is not filling, cold shuts, similar to your casting defect, that is, small cracks at the corners of the forging, scale pits, surface के ऊपर जो defect मिलता है वो, scalings, that is a kind of a roughness, die shift, that is mismatch, misalignment, flex, flex means nothing but ruptures and improper grain flow. Forging defects are not asked in the examination. These are some notes, question answer type of formation of the flash in the die forging. This is what is flash is. This is what is flash is. Second question is, what are the causes and remedial actions for the defects in forging? What are the causes and what are the defects? Explain three rules of upsetting with the knit stitches. These are all self-explanatory. If you read it, you will understand. Hydraulic press, which is used for forging. Generally, sheet metal operation and forging, same press can be used. Why do you use hydraulic press? Because the stroke length can be controlled, speed can be controlled easily. Mechanical presses, the speeds are same, tap, 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 tap. So mechanical presses are used only for blanking and piercing. So you cannot use mechanical press for drawing operation, for making buckets. स्टील का बकेट है वो बनाने के लिए आपको हाइड्रोलिक प्रेस ही चाहिए क्योंकि हाइड्रोलिक प्रेस में आपका स्पीड है वो slowly you can control it with the help of the flow of the oil. You can control it very precisely. So that's why for the drawing, hydraulic presses are used. You cannot use mechanical press. What is forgeability? That is, it is the ease with which material can be forged. Give reasons why forgings are stronger than the castings. So here is the explanation. The difference between forging hammer and presses. So hammers, the force for the shaping the component is applied in a series of blows. The force is in presses. The force is continuously squeezing time applied by the hydraulic press. Squeeze हो जाता है. Hammers it is fast. Presses में it is bit gradually. There is a difference between open forging and closed forging. So this also I'll upload it today. This is one assignment I had given to the students on extrusion. So before going to this assignment, we'll study what is extrusion. So you have a raw material which is called as the billet, and then it is forced through a small hole in the die with the help of a RAM. So whatever shape you have in the die, वो शेप का आपको प्रोडक्ट मिलेगा. दिस इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड द एक्सट्रूजन. अगर यहाँ पे स्क्वायर है तो यू विल गेट अ स्क्वायर रॉड. सर्कल है तो यू विल गेट अ राउंड रॉड. हेक्सागन है तो, और इफ एनी शेप आई शेप है तो आपको आई शेप का रॉड मिलेगा. सिंपल फिगर. Have a look on this product, extruded product, the scope of extrusion. I'll give you a minute. So these are the some extruded products. These are called as the sections, and these sections are more common. Aluminum sections are more common for your civil work, for the windows and for the doors. Again, there is no finishing required here, and this can be used directly without any post operation. This is a complete flow. The extrusion is here. This is what is your extrusion. This is what is your extrusion dies. And this is your horizontal extrusion press through which the material is extruded. Not that important, this figure. So again, like a forging, we have classified extrusion, that is hot extrusion, cold extrusion. Then again in hot, forward, backward. In cold, forward, backward. This is hydrostatic. Then in backward में again cold extrusion, forging and impact extrusion. This is, see, there is two types of extrusion: direct extrusion and indirect extrusion. So this is your direct extrusion. This is the billet or the raw material, heated billet or raw material. And the ram presses this billet through die and the material is extruded. This is indirect extrusion. So this figure is self explanatory. यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट एक्सट्रूजन में प्रेशर डायरेक्टली यहाँ पे अप्लाई करता है, and indirect extrusion में the look at the pressure, how the pressure is applied indirectly on the material. So direct extrusion is always preferred. And what are the variables for the direct extrusion? So these variables are considered when you do forging die design. जब आप forging die design करते तभी. So the most important is before after, that is what is the raw material size and what is the final size. This is also called as the reduction ratio, or also called as the extrusion ratio, that is AO upon F. Then cold extrusion. Cold extrusion doesn't mean that it is done at a cold condition. The material is heated here also, but here it is heated at room temperature or slightly elevated temperature. So this is done for the low melting point alloys like lead, tin, where now lead, tin, etc. aluminum alloys, they cannot be heated like steels. So those comes under the category of cold extrusion. Forward and direct extrusion I explained you. These are all extruded products. आपका कोलगेट का ट्यूब है, that is extruded. थानी Wagholi State, they have plant. They have extrusion plant in Thane, Wagholi State. Impact extrusions, wherein the component is formed with the help of the impacts given by the punch. This is cold extrusion forging, wherein the material is heated slightly above the room temperature, around 50-60 degrees Celsius. All the figures are self-explanatory. You have a ejector here, so once the extrusion is completed, then the component is ejected out. That is, you have a ejector here that moves up and it pushes the material out. Hydrostatic extrusion में you have a liquid which is used, pressurized liquid, and that's why it is called the hydrostatic. So since the liquid is being used, there is no friction. Because there is always liquid, so that acts as a lubrication, so there is no wear. So in case of extrusion, there is a push force as Ohm told, and in case of drawing, the force is called the pulling. जैसे कि हम लोग किसको भी तो खींच के लेके जा रहे हैं, उसको बोलते हैं पुलिंग। चल भाई तू भी चल, और उसका हाथ पकड़ के लेके जा रहे हैं, सो दैट इज फॉर द ड्राइंग। पुशिंग फोर्स मतलब धक्का मार रहे हैं। तालाब के नीचे खड़ा है या स्विमिंग पूल के कठड़े पे खड़ा है, तो उसको हम लोग धक्का मारे, so that is push. So here there is a pulling force. Appears to be same like extrusion, but generally extrusion is for the bigger sizes and drawing is for the smaller sizes. So here it is pulled, and whatever shapes you have in this die, or whatever size you have, shape matlab square, rectangular, hexagonal, or any complex shape. Size matlab 10 dia, 5 dia, 2 dia, 1 dia, like that. That is what is the size. There is a difference between extrusion and wire drawing. Extrusion में material is force, wire drawing में material is pull. So whenever you are asked to differentiate, you must differentiate in tabular form. You cannot write the answer in sentence form. That is, some students I have seen their habit, पहला एक्सट्रूजन का ऐसा शॉर्ट नोट कैसा लिखते हैं वैसा वो शॉर्ट नोट लिखता है एक्सट्रूजन का, एंड देन नीचे वायर ड्राइंग का लिखता है शॉर्ट नोट जैसा. वेन एवर इट इज डिफरेंशिएट इट हैज टू बी इन द टैबुलर फॉर्म, अदरवाइज नो मार्क्स विल बी गिवन. प्लीज, अगर 2 मार्क्स है तो देर हैज टू बी 2 पॉइंट्स, 1 and 2. अगर दोनों साइड का पॉइंट्स बराबर है देन ओनली यू विल गेट 1 फुल मार्क. ये बराबर है ये गलत है, you can't say that sir give me half mark. No, both the points has to be correct, then only you get 1 mark. So extrusion में you can get a complex cross section, whereas wire drawing में you get a simple round. These are the extrusion defects. Again, not important from examination point of view. You have defects like surface cracking, tearing, internal cracking. In order to avoid the friction, lubrication is done in hot extrusions because that has effect on material flow, surface finish, product quality and forces. If the lubrication is good, then extrusion forces will be less. No lubrication means it is called as a dry drawing. Lubrication means wet drawing. This is again a complete flow chart right from the bar material, receipt of bar material to the dispatch. Again, not important examination point of view. So that was the extrusion. This was just a write-up on extrusion of metals and some metal forming processes. This also I will upload. So here it is. This will be helpful for you for writing your answers. So you have ready-made questions and answers here. Explain impact extrusion process. Differentiate between backward and forward extrusion. Differentiate between direct and indirect extrusion. So you have ready-made notes here. Differentiate between extrusion and wire drawing. Diagram is considered as one difference. Remember. So even if you draw diagram, sometimes even the examples are considered as one difference. If you give example here and if you give, so that can be considered as one one point. So suppose if it is 5 marks question differentiate, it is necessary that it should be in tabular form. Then you can write example, you can give diagrams, correct diagram, so you get 2 marks there. In case if you are falling short of differences, then you have here again cold extrusion, hot extrusion difference. So the entire notes, that is what is the expected questions on extrusion, are given in this Word file which I will upload it. So rolling video you have seen yesterday. This is a billet which flows through the rolls, and these rolls generally it is two high mill. Two high mills means there are two rolls. So here the thickness is reduced or cross section area is reduced. There are some definitions like you have ingot, then bloom, then billet, then slab. So depending upon the thickness, the nomenclature difference uh, varies. Like suppose, I'm sure many of you don't know the difference between a sheet, strip, flat. Many of you. What is flat? When to call as a flat? When it is called as a sheet and when it is called as a strip. Sheet मतलब बड़ा रहता है, like a drawing sheet, बड़ा drawing sheet, A0 size का. Strip मतलब हम लोग छोटे छोटे width के टुकड़े काटते हैं. That is called a strip. Then plate. What is the difference between strip and plate? So strip And what is the difference between sheet and plate? Why question? Plate generally thicker रहता है. If it is more than 10 mm, it is called the plate, and if it is less than 10 mm, it is called a sheet. Generally, sheets are available in the size 8 feet by 4 feet, by 2 mm thick, or by 5 mm thick, or 6 mm thick. Those are the sheets. Sometimes even more than 5 mm is also called the plate. सो 8 by 4 by 10 mm, तो उसको हम लोग शीट नहीं बोलते, उसको प्लेट बोलते हैं. स्ट्रिप मतलब 25 mm विड्थ, 30 mm विड्थ, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्ट्रिप. और फ्लैट मतलब जो प्लेट में से हम लोग काटते हैं, जैसे कि शीट में से काटा उसको हम लोग स्ट्रिप बोलते हैं, वैसे ही प्लेट में से जो हम लोग काटते हैं उसको फ्लैट बोलते हैं. तो फ्लैट और स्ट्रिप में विड्थ कम रहता है. सो प्लेट में से हम लोग फ्लैट काटते हैं और शीट में से हम लोग स्ट्रिप काटते हैं. So same thing like here now, this is plate, thickness is more, sheet thickness is less, and strip में width is less. So rolling again, hot rolling, cold rolling. These are some advantages of hot rolling, and you have disadvantages also. Again, brittle material, you cannot hot work. जिधर जिधर इम्पैक्ट है, इम्पैक्ट लोड है, brittle material, excuse. You have to excuse the brittle material. Cold working, again the heating is above room temperature. It increases the strength. But if there is a higher reduction, if the reduction ratios required are more, then you go for hot rolling. If the reduction ratios required are less, then you go for cold rolling. Cold rolling gives you good finish, better finish than hot rolling. As well as accuracy is more in cold rolling than hot rolling. These are called the two high mill. Two high mill means there will be two rolls, 1 and 2, through which the material is passed. Like that, in the videos you have seen 3 high mill, 4 high mill, मतलब material यहाँ से इधर जाएगा और इधर जाएगा. See, heavy reduction you cannot do it in one go. Like suppose you have diameter here as 50 and diameter here as 5, so 10 times reduction is not possible in one go. So 50 का हम लोग क्या करते हैं, 40 करते हैं एक रिडक्शन, 40 का सेकंड रिडक्शन में 30 करते हैं, फिर 30 का 20 एंड देन 20 का 10 in one machine itself, but then number of rolls will be more. This is what is your 2 high mill. This is 3 high mill. Component यहाँ से गया. Use of this 3 high 4 high मतलब क्या, you don't need to have two machines. एक ही मशीन में आपका काम हो जाएगा. Suppose if you want to do reduction 5 times or 4 times, एक ही मशीन पे काम हो जाएगा. Otherwise you need 4 machines, 4 rolling mills. That is not required. जितना मशीन्स बढ़ते हैं उतना आपका फ्लोर स्पेस बढ़ते हैं. 4 मशीन है तो 4 ऑपरेटर लगेगा. स्पेस रिक्वायरमेंट विल बी मोर. हैंडलिंग ज़्यादा हो जाता है. वर्क इन प्रोसेस इन्वेंट्री बढ़ जाता है. 2 मशीन के बीच में आपको वर्क इन प्रोसेस रखना पड़ता है, इन्वेंट्री बढ़ जाता है. सो ऑल दीज आर एलिमिनेटेड इफ यू हैव 3 high, 4 high, 5 high mill. This is your 4 high mill. This is your cluster mill. So cluster mill, they are used for high reduction ratios. तो यहाँ पे ये जो रोल्स है, these two, they are supported by additional roles, so that in one go you can reduce it 5 times. अगर ज़्यादा रिडक्शन है तो क्या हो जाता है, रोल है वो उठ जाते हैं। तो जो एडिशनल रोल्स है वो दबा के रखता है उसको। Like I said, parting, growing, pacing, chamfering. So similarly, you have longitudinal rolling, cross spiral rolling. These are the types of rolling. This is a longitudinal rolling which is more common. Again, you have to be very careful wherever these operations. Any hot working, you should be careful. Any hot working where the material is heated. Remember, heat and speed. You should be always careful. Not only heat, speed also. The bullet coming out of gun, it doesn't have any mass, light रहता है, but it has a tremendous speed, and that will cause, and it can be fatal. Remember, the engineers, young engineers working in the shop floor, very enthusiastic, कुछ नहीं होता है, मेरे को कुछ नहीं होएगा. Remember, accident happens once only. Accident happens once only. So you should be very, very careful. Cross spiral, examination point of view, forget it. Again, you have different type of rolling process like continuous rolling, transverse rolling, shape rolling. But we don't ask in the question paper. This is what is your continuous rolling. मतलब continuous rolling मतलब यहाँ पे there are different sets of rollers, और ये जो डिस्टेंस है वो एडजस्ट करते हैं. मतलब यहाँ पे अगर डिस्टेंस 10 है, यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस 8 हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस 6 हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस 4 हो जाएगा. ओके, सो यहाँ पे अगर 12 है तो डायरेक्टली आपको 4 मिलेगा प्रोग्रेसिवली. ये ट्रांसवर्स है. सी हाउ द डायरेक्शन. सेक्शन रोलिंग, अभी देखो ये सेक्शन कैसा है, देखो लाइक दिस. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर शेप इज गिवन टू द रोलर. ये रोलर को दिया हुआ है. So that same shape is reproduced on this section. Ring rolling, that is formation of this ring. This is the product. Powder rolling, it's a kind of a powder metallurgy, but generally not done. This is concast. Continuous casting का मतलब है concast. And hot rolling, continuous casting मतलब material is being cast and then it is rolled. So here it is, of course, a steel material. So you have a ladle here, you have a sand casting mold. यहाँ से आपका हो रहा है. तो इधर आपको ये शीट मिल गया, ठीक है. एंड देन शीट में से यू विल मेक ब्लूम्स. देन ब्लूम में से आप बनाएंगे इनगॉट और स्लैब. एंड देन फ्रॉम दैट यू विल मेक दिस राउंड बार्स. Thread rolling is a process of forming thread. This has no connection with the rolling, but purposely taken in this slide because students get confused. So don't include thread rolling in rolling process. Thread rolling is the process of manufacturing threads. It is mass production process. Whenever you want to produce the threads and whenever the quantity is 1 lakh, 10 lakh, 1 crore, so that time you use थ्रेड रोलिंग प्रोसेस. सो यहाँ पे ऐसा दो रोल रहता है और जो आपको पिच चाहिए, सपोज आई वांट टू कट M10 by 1.5. सो M स्टैंड फॉर, ये भी स्टूडेंट लोग को नहीं आता है, बच्चा लोग को M10 by 1.5 का मतलब क्या है. M मतलब मेट्रिक, 10 मतलब आउटसाइड डायमीटर और 1.5 मतलब पिच. सो ये जो रोल है वो बड़ा डायमीटर का रहता है, 200 या 300, दो रोल रहते हैं और जो पिच चाहिए वो पिच यहाँ पे रहेगा. these are called the master rolls. सो दोनों रोटेट होता है, एक रहेगा फिक्स रोटेटिंग और दूसरा रहेगा थोड़ा पीछे रहेगा. फिर पहला हम लोग ब्लैंक रखते हैं, ब्लैंक को नीचे सपोर्ट रहेगा, उसके ऊपर ब्लैंक रखते हैं और फिर ये रोल है विच इज इन द रिट्रैक्टेड कंडीशन, उसको हम लोग आगे लेके आते हैं और दबाते हैं. ये जो राउंड पीस है उसके ऊपर हम लोग दबाते हैं. सो इन जस्ट वन रोटेशन ऑफ द वर्क पीस the threads are cut because these are hardened. These are called the dies, rolling dies, thread rolling dies. These are hardened dies. So in just one rotation of the component, the threads are cut. And you will not believe, but this threading will take place in hardly 2 or 3 seconds. And considering loading and unloading, one component is finished in nearly 10 seconds. That means in a minute you will get nearly 6. थ्रेड रोलिंग मशीन के ऊपर काम करने वाले ऑपरेटर्स है, समटाइम्स आई पीटी बिकॉज दे डोंट गेट टाइम टू रेस्ट. लोड करो निकालो, लोड करो निकालो, अनलोड करो, बस कंटिन्यूस वही चलता रहता है. इमेजिन 1 मिनट में 6 कंपोनेंट बनाना है, टारगेट देता है 1 घंटे में नियरली दे हैव टू प्रोड्यूस 350 कंपोनेंट. दे डोंट हैव टाइम टू लुक हियर एंड देयर, कंटिन्यूसली दे हैव टू स्टेयर एट द मशीन एंड स्टैंड. वॉशरूम भी जाना है तो भी कोई वो तो रिप्लेसमेंट अरेंज करके जाना है. सो दिस वाज अबाउट योर रोलिंग एक्सट्रूजन. I'll upload these notes. So thank you very much. It was a good start for the new year with the
Happy New Year, sir.
yeah, happy new year with your studies instead of sleeping. So God bless you, and I'll take the attendance, and new year comes with plenty of a shower of marks, and all your wishes are fulfilled. That's what my prayers to the God. Let me take a quick attendance. This is first Shaunak is absent.
Yes,
Barbos
sir, present. No.
present. अच्छा,
Yes, sir.
2 lectures absent है तू.
नहीं, ये present था, sir.
ये 28 30
23, yes, sir.
present था. All the
हाँ,
lectures you are present.
yes,
Sure ना.
yes, yes, yes.
28 30 31. You see, I have marked your attendance. You are absent. If something is wrong, please let me know. Okay. Babos. Balera.
Present, sir.
Vedant.
Present, sir.
Danish. Rimelo. Blank
Present.
means absent. Yeah. Elroy.
Sir, present.
Tyson.
Sir, Sheldon.
Yeah.
Sheldon.
Sorry. Sheldon present. Tyson. Saif is present.
Yes, sir,
Mansi.
Saif is present.
Yeah. Mansi. Om.
Present, sir.
Sheldon Lopez. Shannon Lopez. Nila.
Present, sir.
Samiksha. Dhruvi. Adrian Rodriguez,
Present, sir.
Channel Rodriguez, Ruma, Harsh, present.
Sir, present.
Okay, thank you so much.
सर
God
मेरा
bless
नाम तो
you.
नहीं है आपने?
आपका नाम नहीं है? कौन?
नहीं है सर।
Sorry, what is your name?
आरची टुस्कानो सर।
Just a minute. Huh? Where are you? Aarti.
यस सर।
I'll write it, no, here. There is one Tuscano, no, Tyson.
हेलो
Yeah. Arki,
सर,
no?
शेल्डन रूबी सर, नेटवर्क का थोड़ा एरर था, आवाज सुनी नहीं।
Sheldon Lopez.
लोपी, यस सर।
Okay. Yeah, Arki. Archies.
यस सर।
You are absent for any of the lectures?
No,
28,
sir.
30, 31, 1.
I was present sir all of the lectures.
All the lectures you are present.
Yes.
All right. Neela Naik, you are absent for these two lectures, 28, 30.
Sir, I was present on 30th.
You-
I was absent on 28th.
Okay. ठीक है, thank you. Bye.